Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to yet another educational English video. I am your new dad, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to start this off with a trigger warning. And if you don't know what a trigger warning is, it is a warning that I'm giving you to let you know that there will be offensive language in this video. So if you are somebody who is easily offended by offensive language, then maybe this one is not the one for you. But this video is made entirely for educational purposes, so I really suggest sticking around. And that's because today we're going to be looking at words that you absolutely should not be saying when speaking English. These are words that are offensive, these are words that are hurtful and mean, and things that you might think are okay to say, but they're not. And if you use these words, you will probably offend the person that you're speaking to, so you gotta know what not to say, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. But before we jump into today's video, let me quickly remind you that I am giving away $25 at the end of the month, and if you want to win, it's quite simple. All you need to do is smash the like button on this video, be subscribed to the channel, and ring that little bell for notifications. Also, leave me a comment in the comment section down below telling me what you thought of today's video. And I can't make you do this, but please stick around all the way to the end because that really helps my channel. If you guys haven't known, YouTube has done their best to murder my channel this year. I went from getting thousands of subscribers every single month to like minus people every single month. And YouTube just immediately stopped showing my content to everybody. So that sucks. I'm just trying to help you guys learn English. Anyways, also another way to help with that is to share my content with some of your friends. If you know anybody who's learning English, feel free to say, hey, this is my buddy Teacher Sean, and he's all right. But now, let's learn some English. Kinda. Alright guys, let's talk about offensive words and quickly establish why we shouldn't use them. Now understand, the intention of this video isn't to tell you how you should use the language or tell you what you can and cannot do. I am not a language police officer. I am just a guy sharing my experience and explaining how certain words make certain people feel. Usually when having conversations, the goal isn't to offend somebody, you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, and these are words that probably will do that. And unless you're a really bad person, you don't want that to happen. Now, it's good to know what the bad words are so we could avoid using them, and that's what today's lesson is all about. So let's just jump into this list. I have 5 words that you should absolutely never use when speaking English unless you want to be a bad person. That's up to you.
So all of a sudden, I'm talking to the president, and I said, "What can I do for you?" And he goes, "I don't know. What's up?" And he said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Phoenix." And he said, "I heard they're all fags there." I know. And I was like, first of all, Phoenix is not known for that. Second of all, who says fags? Like, who says just fags? And then beyond that, how dare you, Mr. President?
To start out our list, we have the word fag, and you hear this word is either fag or faggot, and both of these are really, really common, especially on TV shows from like before 2015. I can't think of one funny show that didn't use that word excessively, but here's the problem. When people say the word fag or faggot, what they're saying is that the person they're calling a fag or they're calling a faggot is weak, they're feminine, they're wimpy, they're scared of things, and that's not what that word means. That word is a derogatory way to refer to people that are gay. So specifically men that are gay. So when you call somebody a fag, you're calling somebody a homosexual, and when you're referring to somebody with these characteristics or these traits as faggy or being a fag, well then you're saying that all gay people are weak. from my experience, that's not the reality. I have gay friends who are stronger than me, and I'd like to think I'm a pretty strong guy. I have gay friends that are better at sports than I am, and I'm pretty athletic. I have gay friends that are better at repairing cars or doing manual labor. All these things that we consider to be masculine or manly traits that there's no way a gay man can do. I know people that are gay that are much better at that stuff than me, and I know plenty of men that are straight that can't lift weights, that can't play sports, that can't take care of themselves, that can't clean their house, they can't mow their lawn, they can't cut down a tree, they can't chop firewood, right? So somebody's sexual preference has very little to do with how masculine they are. And using emasculating words like fag or faggot to describe somebody as emasculine, well then you're criticizing an entire group of people for their sexual preference, which is uncalled for.
I'm in the mood for a cheeseburger.
No, we gotta go to the soup place.
What soup place?
There's a soup stand. Kramer's been going there.
He's always raving. I finally got a chance to go there the other day, and I tell you this, you will be stunned.
Stunned by soup?
You can't eat this soup standing up, your knees buckle.
Huh? All right, let's go. Come on.
There's only one caveat. The guy who runs the place is a little temperamental, especially about the ordering procedure. He's secretly referred to as the soup Nazi.
Why? What happens if you don't order right?
He yells and you don't get your soup.
The next word on the list is the word Nazi. Now, we know who the Nazis were, we know the awful, terrible things that they did, but we also hear that word being said to describe people in modern times. Like, people will refer to governments as Nazi governments. People will refer to pretty much anybody who doesn't agree with their point of view as a Nazi. You hear conservatives in America calling liberals Nazis. You hear liberals calling conservative Nazis. Everybody who doesn't agree with somebody else is a Nazi, and that's a terrible way to put it. Because not only is it saying that everybody is a Nazi, which is a super conflated, awful thing to call somebody because they are the worst people to have ever existed, in my opinion. You're also taking that word Nazi and you're bringing it down. You're making it mean less and less and less. It's a tough one. Calling somebody a Nazi is just making the Nazis seem less bad, because there isn't a single person alive today committing the same atrocities to the same extreme that the actual Nazi party did. So when you compare modern people to the Nazis by saying, oh, he's a Nazi, when you're hyperbolizing people's actions or making their actions seem bigger by calling them Nazis, what you're really doing is making the Nazis seem like they did less and less. And there are real neo-Nazis in the world, which is why you need to keep that word safe, because the Nazis still exist. There are still real Nazis in Europe, in America, in Canada. So, and also I think in some parts of South America there were neo-Nazi groups. So stop just ruining that word and keep it for what it means.
Hey, Morty, let me ask you a question real quick. Does evil exist? And if so, can one detect and measure it? Rhetorical question, Morty. The answer's yes, you just have to be a genius. Cute. Your sister's boss gave me a microscope that would have made me retarded.
Ooh, oh boy, Rick. I don't think you're allowed to say that word, you know?
Morty, I'm not disparaging the differently abled. I'm stating the fact that if I had used this microscope, it would have made me mentally retarded.
Okay, yeah, but I don't think it's about logic, Rick. I think the word has just become a symbolic issue for powerful groups that feel like they're doing the right thing.
Well, that's retarded.
Okay, I love how in this clip, Rick is able to justify how you should use the word retarded, but then immediately later he goes back and says the word retarded in the way that you should not use it. So, the word retarded is a horrible, little evil word that we use way too often. And if you ever find yourself in my circle of friends and you say that word, you will never hear the end of me lecturing you about why you shouldn't say that word. It is very near and dear to my heart. It is a very important word that people just use wrong, and people abuse that word. Let's establish what the word retarded actually means. Now, when someone is retarded, it means that they're mentally slow. They're not like the other people around. They're unable to take care of themselves. They're unable to do a lot of things that normal people can do. Those are people that we refer to as being retarded. To retard means to slow down. Somebody who is retarded is mentally slow. Think of someone with Down syndrome or other common syndromes that cause people to develop slower and to have a slower mental capacity. Oftentimes, people will use these words, retarded or retard, to describe things they don't like. For example, maybe your school or your company has a new policy that isn't quite fair to other people, and you might say that's retarded. Or you might think of somebody as being really stupid, they do things dumb, and you'd say, oh, he or she is a retard. Well, the problem with that is, unlike other offensive words like the N-word or the words fag, faggot, if you say those words, somebody will call you out. There will be immediate retribution for what you said, usually from that community. If you say somebody is a faggot, well, a gay person might criticize your use of that word. If you say that someone is an N-word, the black community will most likely criticize you for using that word. But if you say the word retard, retarded people can't defend themselves the same way that an African American can defend themselves, or a black person can defend themselves, or a person of the Asian community can defend themselves, or a homosexual can defend themselves. That just doesn't happen for them because they're slow. They can't defend themselves. So you're basically getting away with using this very derogatory word and a very hateful word without any retribution. So it's one of those words that you have to police yourself, because a lot of people say it all the time. And you need to police yourself. You need, if you hear that word being said, to be the person who can stand up against that kind of language.
What's up, my nigga?
What did you just say?
What's up, my nigga?
Next up is the N-word, and whether you say that with an at the end or you say that with an at the end, it's still wrong to use unless you are a part of the black community. You should absolutely not say it. And over the last few years, there's been a big rise in people using the A at the end, and from all sorts of cultures and using that word, and it's not okay. I've traveled all over the world. I've been to many places, and almost everywhere I've been, I've heard people using that word, either with the hard R or with the A at the end, and either way, it's wrong. It is a word that was used for generation upon generation to hold back an entire community of people, to hurt people, and now it's still in use, and that's wrong. I'm not going to talk about this word for too long because I think it's a no-brainer. If you use that word, you're probably a bad person anyways, so just cut it out and don't use it. And if you hear people use it, call them out for it. If you're not a part of that community, you shouldn't be using that kind of language.
Have it. Show him my stuff. Give that man everything I got.
Pause.
Pause? Pause what?
You said something gay, so you gotta say no homo, or else you a homo.
But what did I say gay?
You said you was gonna give this dude everything you got, no homo.
That's not gay. I said I was gonna give the man everything I got.
Pause, Granddad. If it sound gay, it's gay, and you gotta say no homo. How I know you not a homo, Granddad, if you don't say no homo?
I'm not saying no homo.
Okay, you wanna be a homo?
Stop calling your granddaddy a homo.
Then say no homo.
I don't want to say no homo. I'm a homo your ass. You don't stop saying pause.
Pause.
The last one for today is actually a phrase, and that phrase is no homo. Now, the word homo is actually short for the word homosexual, which, just like the word fag or faggot, means gay. Referring to somebody as gay in a negative way is offensive. Saying no homo is like, oh, whatever I said is, I'm not gay, as if being gay is all that bad. And if you are gay, who cares? I love ya. Whoever else loves you will still love ya. You're still an accepted person, so the world keeps turning. The thing is, men have this weird inability to just be true to themselves, right? You have this problem. You can't just be free. You can't just be yourself. You can't just, feel feminine sometimes. You can't say something nice to another man without being afraid that other people might think you're gay. That's stupid. Just be yourself. If you think that somebody looks nice and you compliment them, just give them the compliment. If you think that something smells great, it smells great. There's nothing gay about saying that, oh, that looks nice, or oh, that smells good. It's stupid. The whole idea that men aren't able to compliment men without being misconstrued as being gay is just a really stupid and primitive way to think. So if you say no homo, cut that out of your vocabulary. Just be happy with who you are. And if you're truly one of those people that thinks or fears that maybe somebody will find you gay if you say something nice, you might be gay. And you got to take some time and think about who you really are. If you're gay, it's okay. We all still love you. We all still accept you. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you liked what you saw, remember to smash the like button on this video. It really goes a long way. Hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell for notifications, and join the Discord, because we have a lot of fun over there on Discord. We got people sharing memes all the time. We try to play games whenever we can. We chat with each other, and it's a general good place to be if you want to practice your English skills. And let me know what you want to see next on the channel. I will make sure to make that for you. I still have a few videos in the works right now, including SpongeBob and maybe some video game videos. Hey, stick around for some affirmation. Now for a bit of much-deserved affirmation. I just want to let you know how proud of you I am. I think you're doing an incredible job using your free time to improve your English skills. I'm proud of you. And I hope you're proud of you, because you're doing something great for yourself. And that's important. You're giving yourself a skill that nobody can take away from you. So I love you, and I'll see you next time.